Hey there, this is my review for Tyrant Season 1, Episode 3. It'll contain spoilers, so if you haven't seen it yet, please watch this later. Okay, so there's like an Arab guy and an Arab guy and some other Arab guy. I'm just kidding. But there's definitely lots of names to know, and in a show that I'm not totally thrilled about, plus with all the Middle Eastern names, it's a little convoluted, so I'll try my best here. Brothers fight. And this episode's really about Barry, Bassam, and Jamal. And Barry and Bassam, of course, are the same person. Barry is his American name, Bassam is his Middle Eastern name. Episode 3 saw an uptick in viewers. As of the time I'm recording this, episode 5 has also aired, and it seems to be that viewership seems to have somewhat stabilized, and I think it's about 1.5 or 1.7 million right now. So the episode begins with Jamal's military men knocking on the door of the husband of the wife who attempted to kill Jamal in the car. There's a fabricated story that there's ricin. Hello, can you say Breaking Bad? Ricin was used in the syringe. This, however, we soon find out is fabricated. And the witness, the husband of Jamal's mistress, is being coerced. He gives a false name as to the person who was in charge of trying to ultimately kill Jamal. And there's a big meeting. Barry is now special counsel to the president, and the council wants to hang this man who's actually not guilty. Barry just thinks this is totally barbaric, and there's quite a few comments in this episode about this being the 21st century. And Jamal also makes a few comments about how he thinks that living in America has taken the Al Fayed out of Barry. So, Barry goes to his little buddy's place, which is Samira's father, Fozzie, and he wants some information as to what actually happened because he doesn't really buy all this stuff. Fozzie, however, wants his daughter freed in exchange before he actually gives Barry any evidence because Samira was actually jailed or imprisoned or something for protesting. I like Samira. I'm growing to really like Samira. She's a strong female character and she's trying to make a difference. And I guess, I mean, this is definitely still a Hollywood show, but she seems to be a woman with a conscience and a mission and she wants to fight for justice. So I'm kind of enjoying the father-daughter relationship between Fozzie and Samira and what Samira is all about. So once she's free and back at home with Fozzie, then Fozzie tells Barry what actually happened. And so what happened was that the husband of the mistress of Jamal was actually the one that conjured up this whole plan to kill Jamal with his wife. And he breaks down with Barry, saying, "Your brother is the devil. Your brother destroyed my life." Barry realizes that there was no ricin, it was bathroom cleanser in the syringe, and that Ehab Brashin is not responsible for the murder and shouldn't be hanged. Then Barry runs back to his wife, and this is one of the better scenes between him and his wife, where he actually says to his wife, and I actually kind of believed it, but he says, "I can't do this without you, and I need to help." Barry's slowly discovering how deep the rabbit hole is with this country and his brother and his father's tyranny. And as the layers and layers get revealed, he needs some help. He wants his wife, who he says is the only sane person around here, to be with him and at his side because he can't do it alone. Once she agrees, he goes straight to Jamal's place at night and they have a fight. Jamal's wife, Layla, tries to break up the fight. Jamal and Barry then go off into a steam room to kind of talk it over. And Jamal's saying, like, well, what do you want? What do you want me to do? And he says, "Do you want me to free all these prisoners?" And Barry says, "Yes." And sure enough, we have this kind of cool little montage where between Barry and Jamal talking and actually what's happening the next day. And so 30 plus prisoners, political prisoners, are set free. And Fozzie and Samira are watching television. Samira can't believe it because this is very unlike, it's breaking character for this regime of Jamal and his father. Then Jamal says, "Well, what do I get out of this? I mean, what do I get out of freeing all these political prisoners?" And Jamal says, or Barry says, "You get me, and you also get to hang someone." And the person who gets hanged, sadly, is the husband of Jamal's mistress, and he's holding a picture of his children. But Barry also promises that $1 million is going to go into a trust fund to, to guarantee safety and education for the children of Jamal's mistress. So Barry's big statement of the episode is that, you get me with you helping to fix this place. So what did I think? I liked it. I mean, aside from the family drama, which I really couldn't care less about, I kind of see that, obviously it takes time to build this universe and to build a storyline. And I know that, the writers and creators and people in charge are also from Homeland and 24. So I kind of know that, with 10 episodes is kind of like one chapter in a book. And I kind of, I've watched Homeland. I've never seen 24, but just judging from how Homeland works, every 10 episodes is one kind of major story, and you can't really judge one episode individually. You have to kind of see where is this story going. And having seen episodes 4 and 5, I can tell you that I'm actually pleased with the direction. So it's kind of nice watching, like rewatching episodes after the fact, because you have the foresight. And I won't spoil episodes 4 and 5, but I can kind of see where this is going. I mean, this is about Barry and Jamal and their power struggle, and how is Barry going to fix this country, and how is Barry going to get along with Jamal. And then, of course, the family drama surrounding all that, and the political drama, which is actually more interesting to me than the family drama. The note that was sung in this episode was basically that brothers fight, and will Barry and Jamal get along? There was an interesting moment earlier on in the episode where, when the revelation that Jamal had been having an affair with this dead woman who apparently tried to kill Jamal. When this all came out, Jamal's son was actually sitting at the council table, and Jamal promptly asked him to leave. And, we all know what happened with Jamal and his daughter-in-law. So I'm glad that they're kind of picking that up again and not just dropping that storyline. Good writing needs to have every little tiny little part all kind of strewn together into one fabric where it all kind of leads to like the big season finale. So far so good, and I'm going to keep watching. I'm really enjoying the cinematography of this show. And there's some great locations and just really nice, angles and compositions, nice shots. I like good cinematography. The story still needs some improvement, but it's early on yet, so I'll see where season 1 goes before I do a full review of the entire first season. I hope you enjoyed this review, and we'll see you soon.